Women need a reason to have sex. Men just need a place. Change is such hard work. It is great seeing the fruits of your labor. The joy I have in watching my daughters with their kids is great, because they're doing a wonderful job, and the kids are fantastic. What's so fascinating and frustrating and great about life is that you're constantly starting over, all the time, and I love that. Ollie forced us to take a look at ourselves. This brash young man who thrilled us, angered us, confused and challenged us, ultimately became a silent messenger of peace who taught us that life is best when you build bridges between people, not walls. I was a good baseball player. I still play a couple of times a week as part of my daily workout. Just throwing the ball, running around, fielding ground balls, you know. It's better to me than being on a treadmill or some sort of Zumba class. My mom, Helen, was hilarious. She had a tremendous sense of humor and was a great singer and tap dancer. For many years, she was the voice of Minnie Mouse in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. She would be in the float as it came along, singing whatever the Minnie Mouse song of the day was. She was a really big spirit in my life. Even when I was in school shows, in elementary school doing plays, I'd always go off book and start improvising. I didn't rebel as a child. I missed that angry teenager thing. The death of Sid Caesar on Wednesday caused a chain reaction in my soon-to-be 66-year-old mind. I was saddened, of course, but felt a sense of relief that he was at last free from the indignity of aging. I'm a baby. I sleep like a baby. I'm up every 2 hours, and I think a lot. I worry a lot. I have great nights of no sleep where ideas come. My mind is always going. I'm always thinking what I need to do, what I haven't done, what I did do, what I didn't do as well as I could. I'm relentless that way with myself. Nobody is more truthful when he's acting than De Niro. Humans love sex, we need sex, it's how we connect, it reminds us we're alive. It's the third most basic human need, after food and good movie popcorn. Muhammad Ali struck us in the middle of America's darkest night, in the heart of its most threatening gathering storm. His power toppled the mightiest of foes, and his intense light shined on America, and we were able to see clearly injustice, inequality, poverty, pride, self-realization, courage, laughter, love, joy, and religious freedom for all. I never worry that I'll die in my sleep because I'm never asleep. I'm almost shocked that I'm still around after all of these years, and always grateful that I get another turn to do something. I never missed a birthday. I never missed a school play. We carpooled. And the greatest compliment I can ever get is not about my career or performance or anything. It's when people say, "You know, your girls are great." That's the real thing for me. I'd stand on a coffee table, and my cousin Edith would give me dimes, and you put the dimes on your head. And when your forehead was full, show was over. I've known Kareem since I was kid. He lived in Manhattan, but my best friend used to go to high school with him. And he was in my house the day I graduated from high school in 1965. You don't want to wait for that age jockey role. I was a film directing major at NYU. I'm still not sure why I became a directing major, when I was really an actor and a comedian, but there was something that drew me to doing that. I'm comfortable being old, being black, being Jewish. I'd like to think there is a heaven, and it starts from the happiest day in your life. I was raised mostly by my mom. Gentlemen, start your egos. Dad had a music store, and he'd often bring home comedy albums that I would listen to. I started listening to Bob Newhart and Bill Cosby and developing taste. They really influenced my style of comedy. I think it's like a relay race. You run, and you hand over the baton, and your kids pick it up. They take the stuff they want, throw the rest away, and keep running. That's what life is about. That's the thing about jazz. It's free-flowing, it comes from your soul. Whatever it is that's bothering me, interacting with an annoying guy at a restaurant, contemplating my age, or losing friends to illness, I'll start to chip away at it. If you can poke holes in it, it's not as formidable, it's not as scary, and ultimately, it becomes another truth. I can't be funny if my feet don't feel right. You really have to have some muscle to be on the stage in front of the world. I don't like to watch my work after I do it because I'll always look at the wrong things. As a comedian, you have everything working against you. Your success is in your point of view. It's your life that you're talking about, it's your observations. That's the best lesson that I ever had. Well, the way things are going, aside from wheat and auto parts, America's biggest export is now the Oscar. My granddaughter's birth has made me want to create things she will love. My grandparents invented joylessness. They were not fun. I've already had more fun with my grandchildren than my grandparents ever had with me. A laugh is a weird sound, and when you get a couple thousand people making it at once, it's really strange. But when I can feel proud of myself for causing it, it's great. My dad, Jack, had a great sense of humor and had a strong impact on me and my humor. Kids need a happy household. They need to be loved and supported in their dreams. And I don't think you can make your kids' dreams your own. They need you to support them in their dreams. At 60, I could do the same things I could do at 30 if I could only remember what those things are. My older brother Joel became an art teacher. My brother Rip ultimately became a television producer and singer and actor himself. I'm going to go on just living and laughing and loving. Only once in 1,000 years or so do we get to hear a Mozart or see a Picasso or read a Shakespeare. Ollie was one of them, and yet at his heart, he was still a kid from Louisville who ran with the gods and walked with the crippled and smiled at the foolishness of it all. People are always telling you you're done. Someone's always telling you that, especially now in the day of social media. Nothing takes the sting out of these tough economic times like watching a bunch of millionaires giving golden statues to each other. To be good, you need to believe in what you're doing. I have to admit, I was a little bit of a misfit. What life throws at you, you just have to learn how to hit it, which is a baseball metaphor. The ball's outside, you hit to the right. You don't let them go by. There are all these things I want to accomplish. We never know how long we're going to get. I have performed my one-man show 700 Sundays over 400 times now. There were only 2 times that I can honestly say I was nervous. The first was when I knew Mel Brooks was in the audience, and the second was when Sid Caesar came. Bambi, to a kid, was scary. From the first time I saw Sid Caesar be funny, I knew that's what I had to do. You have to really respect what your kids are doing with their kids and how they're raising them. You can't push your way into areas where you shouldn't be saying anything. You have to always remember they're not your own kids. Play with them, love them, spoil them to death, then hand them back.